Hope you guys can hear me. Brooklyn Miss, can you hear me? Hey guys. Hi. Can you guys hear me? Because I was having problems with my phone and the volume. Yes? Okay. How you guys doing, man? Let me give a shout out to you guys. Hey, Queen. Mama E, Pretty, Master Number. I'm only seeing acts. Lele, Scorpio, Shadow, Pretty Hustle, April Fields, Shanikia. Yeah, I'm only seeing acts. I'm not really seeing your username. Um, yeah, so I was gonna talk about the Superwoman syndrome, right? I know I've been away for a while, but you know I was spending time with Khalil and shit, and when he's with me, he wants, you know, he's a good boy. He's a good boy, and he allows me to work. Like, and I remember one day I work last week. I worked like 9 hours straight without giving him no attention. So I was like, oh my poor baby. So I made sure to spend time with him because he left Saturday. Saturday, yes. Um, and then I needed some time yesterday to catch up. I went yesterday to T-Mobile because my volume wasn't working, and they fixed it. And I had to catch up on some personal readings. And yeah. Ah, God. Hey, so have you guys? Hey, Stella, have you guys? Are you guys on the T app? Are you guys on the T app? Are you guys on there? Hey, Twilla. I can't see you guys' name. Are you guys on the? Are you guys on the T app? What up? No apps for me. Okay. Life gets me. Nope. All right. That shit is garbage. Well, it's interesting. I wouldn't say it's garbage. It's quite interesting. You know, it's like sad to see like women that are my age and older selling themselves short for these bum ass niggas out here. You understand what I'm saying? It's just like it's giving desperate, you know. And when you look at the men, it's like, you know, I don't like to, like I said, to each their own. I would say to each their own. Everybody has their different flavor of what they look for in a person, okay? But I would say this, I mean, they trash. Do you understand what I'm saying? They trash. All these men that they putting up is trashy. I don't even think, you know, and there's a lot of DL. A lot of them are DL. A lot of them. It's crazy. It's absolute. It's not crazy, but it's absolutely like insane. Like the amount. Oh, 25-year-olds with HIV up there. I mean, it's insane. It's insane. Yeah. Who's trash? The website. You gotta go to the T app. It's called the T app, and then you will understand what I'm talking about the trash that's on there. You got what I'm saying? Yes. Yo, get this motherfucker off of here before I curse them the fuck out. Yeah, for real, right? Yes. So yeah, it's like, and there's so many females that's lost. They putting up niggas in jail. They putting up niggas that look like a fucking, yo, you be like, yo, am I seeing right? Am I seeing what you're seeing here? You know, it's like garbage. It's like garbage, man. It's like garbage. Like these trolls on here, they garbage too, man. These are motherfuckers that don't have a life. These are unawakened people. Like, like how could you even? Like when I looked at the dude, yo, ain't gonna front. I was looking up dudes that I dealt with in the past to see if they was on there. None of them was on there. None of them was on there. I was like, oh, okay, none of my dudes is on here. All right, but it's like you gotta have some. You don't have any fucking self respect now. These motherfucking bitches don't have no respect. No respect for themselves, man. No respect for themselves, man. Hey, magical, no respect. Yeah, great to see you too, real victorious one. Hey, Catherine, no fucking respect. And it's like, yo, you know, like I wasn't gonna do this live tonight, but I was like, you know, I gotta speak to my people because I've been away and shit. And so I'm still like my Amazon list. I have to add stuff. Like I was like doing my Amazon list today, and I'm gonna add stuff to it, right? Like everything that I'm wearing right now is from Amazon. Everything that I'm wearing right now. And I'm gonna upload it, and it's mainly for the ladies. So you know, I don't cross the line. I don't cross into male territory because they know what they like. I know for a female, you know what I like. You know, I have my own unique style, and I'm gonna update the list possibly tonight or tomorrow because I added a lot of shit. And that was just a little thing that I put up for you guys, but I'm gonna add more to the list. And I added everything, guys. I added everything. I added skincare. I added vitamins. I added protection from STD. If you're having sex, because we have women protection as well. Like we have women contraceptives and condoms. I added a lot of shit. You know, I had a lot of shit on there, like for self-care for women, clothes, shoes, certain shoes that I found on Amazon. But you know, like most of my shoes, like I feel like the shoe, it's all on how you style the shit. You got what I'm saying? Like you got to know how to style your shit. So I gave you numerous of pieces. A lot of people asked me about my like evil eye ring and shit. That's on there. My necklace, my evil eye necklace with my name, that shit is on there. I gave you a whole bunch of shit. All you gotta do is take your time and look through the list. And I even put things for plus size people. So that's why I'm saying, like, you know, I just gave you a sample, but I had to go through my list again, and I started putting things for plus size people because, you know, hey, not everybody, you know, wears a size 10 or 8 or extra small and shit. Yeah, so like I had to make it versatile. I had to make it for everybody. This is what I'm saying. I had to like make it for everybody. So yeah. So and you know, not everybody's gonna agree with my style now, but this is, you know, I like the clean look. I like the clean look. I don't like a lot of like a name brand, and I like to make a statement. So when I wear t-shirts, right? If you guys notice, I wear a lot of t-shirts with people on them because I idolize, like those are my idols. So it's like making a statement. These are people who went down in history and they made they left behind a legacy, behind their legacy. So I'm not gonna be, you know, so every t-shirt that I wear is somebody who left a legacy behind, you know. Yeah, or it's a favorite movie star or artist. They could still be alive, but you know, that's what I do. But I'm not really, I'm just really into the clean look, you know, clean look. Yeah, that's it. And shoes, I love shoes, so I feel like shoes make your outfit. You could throw on something, you got on a nice fresh pair of shoes, you're good. You know, I like Converse, I like Pumas, I like Adidas, I like Jordans, I like regular Nikes. Like they have something called, what is called the Metrocon or Metro, I don't know. But yeah, I just feel like shoes make your attire here. I like Tim's. I like a lot of shit, okay? But it's like knowing how to like put your shit together. But you know, yeah, you know, accessories. You could accessorize your shit. I got all that shit up there. I got shit for your coochie. I got shit for your face. I got shit for your body. I got all that type of shit. Clothes, everything. Okay, I even got lingerie up there. I got fucking corsets to hold your fucking shit in. Everything. So the list is gonna be updated. The list is gonna be updated. Okay. Yeah, get this motherfucker over here. Yeah, we have 152 people in the chat. We only got 47 thumbs up. What the fuck is going on here? Yeah, yo, I gotta hook you. I gotta hook my females up. You know, I gotta hook my females up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm not scared to share information with people. You know, like where you get that from or and stuff like that. First of all, like I don't, you know, hey, we live in an economy where we have to be self conscious of how we spend money, like while looking good at the same time while saving money. You know what I'm saying? This is why I put the piggy bank up there so you guys could, you know, you understand? I have a piggy bank too. But what I'm saying is like, you know, you don't have to spend a lot of money to look good, you know, but the main thing is you need to wash your ass. You got what I'm saying? So you can have on all those, because I feel like, have you ever seen a person with like expensive shit but they still look tacky? Like you're looking at them like you spend like what? How much money did you spend on that but you still look tacky? You know, so that's what I'm saying. It doesn't have to be name brand for you to look clean and nice. You got what I'm saying? Like, yeah. Okay? And if a person can't respect it, I don't give a fuck who respect it or not. This is my fucking pockets, and at least my fucking ass is clean. You got what I'm saying? Right? Yeah. I be seeing people that have money but still look dirty. This is what I'm saying. You funny when you say that. I'm telling you. Yeah. Baby girl dehydrated. Yeah. So, yeah, I gave you everything. I gave you everything on that list. I'm gonna even put comforters because yes, you do have to change your sheets. I'm gonna put pillows, pillowcases. I even put cookware on there because yeah, bitches, you need to cook. You need to learn how to cook. You need to learn how to be independent and cook your own food. Buying food these days is very expensive to be eating out every day. So yes, I did put pots, pans, wooden spoons, and all that shit up there so you can learn how to be a little, you know, domesticated. Okay, cook your own shit. All right. Yeah, learn how to cook, man. Learn how to cook. You know. Yeah, right? Yeah, I'm telling you. Because some of these bitches out here, like, it's crazy. Like, some females don't know how to cook, man. They eating out every day or they expect people to buy them shit. No, learn how to be independent, man. You listen, yo, when you get older and shit like that, and, you know, because some people don't realize when they have a nasty attitude or they're just a straight up narcissist, right? You lose people in life. Nobody want to deal with you. Nobody wants to deal with you. But you got to deal with that. You got to eat that. But how you eat that? By saying fuck them and keep living your life independently. I don't need you. I could cook, I could clean, I could sew, all that shit. Yeah. So they ain't saying nothing. Whether you're a narcissist or not and end up by yourself, they ain't saying shit. Because you can do that shit on your own. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Jermaine. Yeah. 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 Yo, get this motherfucker. Let me get this motherfucker over here. Yeah. So, I love you too. So yeah, so this is what I'm saying. So I put everything. I put a little bit of everything on there. So that way, because I don't know about you guys, but I wasn't taught certain things as a kid. You understand? Like I wasn't taught, like my mom didn't talk to me about sex. My dad didn't talk to me about sex. You know, it was certain things that I had to learn from doctors. I had to go to the doctor and learn certain things about my body and shit like that. And I just feel like there's a lot of young girls out here, even guys that are don't know how to keep up with their body and shit like that. Let's be for real. It goes both ways. Some people don't really know how to wash their ass. But it's more embarrassing for a female. It's more embarrassing for a female. You know what I'm saying? Because we the ones that carry the children and give birth to them. You understand? So this is what I'm saying. So it's like, it's more of an upkeep for females, and our privates are very sensitive. Anything could throw our pH off. Anything. Okay? So this is why, although I have 4 boys, but this is why I look out for my females, because it's embarrassing. It's just embarrassing. First impressions is everlasting, and I want you to know how to take care of yourself and how to upkeep yourself. Yes, I want to give you something that I was never taught as a kid. All right, I learned this shit on my own, like how to take care of myself and stuff. Well, through my sisters too, like my older sisters, like shit like that. But I was never, nah. The only thing I was taught growing up, and I don't even know how many of y'all grew up like this. Like in my family, like at a young age, we was cooking, we was cleaning, we had chores. Like when we come home from school, somebody got to do the bathroom, somebody got to do the kitchen. We had to sweep, we had to mop, we had to do all that shit. Older sister, cook and stuff like that. And then we have to make sure our homework is done. When my dad or my mom came home, there's no dishes in the sink. They better not see no dishes in the sink, and dinner better be done, and the place better be clean. That's how I grew up. We grew up washing our own clothes. We had a fucking scrubbing board and shit. We used to have to wash our own panties and shit. Like when we go in the bathroom, you gotta wash out your underwear and stuff. So, that's how I grew up. So different strokes for different folks. So yeah, but other than that, like I just feel like, like, yeah, I want you guys to be independent, man. I don't want you guys to be embarrassed out there or not know what to do with yourself, or no. Okay? Yes. Yeah. Thank you, Lynn Dreams. Yeah. Rotation of the chores, right, Mary Baines? Right. Hey, St. Marquise. Right. Hey, Jermaine. My mother never taught me single parent mom, full-time, college, time, work. We had to raise ourselves. Yes, we had to raise ourselves. Absolutely. I remember at 8 years old, we had in our kitchen, we had like a double sink. We had like a deep sink and then a sink for the dishes. In the deep sink, that's where we cleaned the chicken. And I remember standing there with my grandmother used to live with us at one time, cleaning chicken at 8 years old. Yes, helping my grandmother clean the chicken, pull the skin back, and all this. Yes, at 8 years old. So they teach you at a very young age. When I grew up, they teach you at a very young age. Okay. Yes, because again, it's like training you. We were conditioned as kids, especially girls. So they train the girls from a young age. This is what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to cook. You're supposed to clean. You're supposed to do this. You're supposed to do that. And that's old school way of thinking, because we were taught growing up that we have to cater to our man. Like we're the woman, so we have to cook, clean, take care of the kids. But then as I got older, and this is why I was going to talk about. This is why I was going to talk about the Superwoman syndrome. The Superwoman syndrome. Because we were trained to be a certain way, like in my culture, because we were trained to be a certain way as children, as women, right? Like when we grow up, this is what we have to do for a man. We have to be in charge of the house, to cook, to clean, right? This is what we call conditioning and brainwash, right? So we grew up believing this. We grew up thinking this way, right? That we're supposed to cater to our man and cook and clean and take care of the kids. Here's the thing that they didn't tell us though. That's an old fashioned, because back in the days, women stayed home and took care of the home and the kids, and then the man go out and work. That's how it was back in the days. They didn't tell us about the modern day when the woman is working, and then she still got to come home and cook and clean and take care of the kids. How does that work? You see, it doesn't work, because if the woman is working now, that means the woman is doing quadruple times more work than the man, because the woman goes to work, then she have to come home, she have to cook, clean, take care of the kids, make sure they take a bath. You understand what I'm saying? So, and while the man, he goes to work too, but then he come home and he get to kick his feet up in the sofa and watch TV, while the woman is doing multiple tasks, not only working, but she's doing multiple things at one time to maintain and upkeep the household. And then the very next day she has to go to work again and come home and do it. So is that fair or not? It's not fair. So I broke out of this because I feel like they trained us with what we call the Superwoman syndrome. The Superwoman syndrome, right? So when you are set in this mindset, you feel you're already conditioned to take care of your man or the other partner, because that's how you were raised. So it's called the Superwoman syndrome. So here I come to save the day. So automatically your brain, you switch on to, oh, this is my man, I gotta take care of him, I gotta cook, I gotta cater to him, I gotta make sure that this is because it's already instilled. Is already, boom, automatically it's gonna go off that you have to do these things until you change it. Like, oh no, wait, all my life too, until I broke out of that, until I broke out of it. Like, what the fuck am I doing? Right? Even, and then the woman sometimes be so fucking tired, right? But then she still have to turn around and please her man and have sex, because that's what he requires. After she done fucking work, came home, cook, and then she has to wash the dishes. Fuck a dishwasher. She has to wash the dishes. She has to make sure the kitchen is clean, everything is put away, table is clean, whatever. The homework is done, the kids are tucked in, and then have to lay down next to the man and have sex with the man. After all of that. It's true. And please don't get pregnant, because then that's another hard work. Yeah. Hey, Oakland, California. So here's what happens. Here's what happens with the Superwoman syndrome, right? Because you have to allow a man to be a man. Understand me. Most men, they want to be your hero. But if you come in as Superwoman and you act like you have it all together, and you start catering to them, and you start taking care of them, and you start, oh, I got it, like this and that, and start doing this, guess what? That man just became your child. That man just became your child. And then later on, when you're doing everything by yourself, and then now you're starting to get tired, and now you're complaining to the man, but he's not listening to you because he don't give a fuck, because this is how you trained him. Because men are like men are like dogs. You got to train them. You have to train them, right? When they're a bad dog, they got to go out in the doghouse, right? Right? Okay. So this is what I'm saying. So, and it's not to sound bad, but this is what it is. So you train this person that you always got it. Oh, I always got it. Oh, okay, don't worry about it. I'll take care of it. No, allow him to be a man. Allow him to step up to the plate and be a fucking man. Now, when you start trying to break him out of that cycle, which you created, because you created the monster by being Superwoman, right? Like you got it all together. You don't need his help. That's where you fucked up. That's where you fucked up big time. Because everybody needs help. That is the purpose of a relationship. Some people, they don't need help. But if you have a partner, that partner is there to assist you. You got what I'm saying? Not to be a fucking log in your life. Because I could do bad by myself. But because you came in like, oh yeah, I could do it all, blah, blah, blah. Don't worry about it. That's why the man is treating you that way, because of the fact you didn't allow him to step up to the plate to become that man, to become your hero. You came in as a fucking hero. So he's like, oh, okay, you got it. I ain't got to do shit. I could eat your food. I could watch your TV. Don't ask me for money because you came in like you got it all together. You don't need him. See? No. No. Yeah, everybody tired. Everybody tired. But this is what I'm talking about. So you have to break that. You have to break that. Because you're not allowing him to grow as an individual, as a man. He's supposed to come in as a man. But if you're going to take the place as doing everything, right? Oh yeah, I could pay the bills. Don't worry about it. I could do this. I could do that. I'm going to. And then guess what? You know where a lot of women complain? Oh, that motherfucker wasn't doing shit. That motherfucker was a burden. That motherfucker, he was breadcrumbing. That motherfucker here, he was doing the bare minimum. Why? Because you allowed that. You got to take a look at of how you came in. How you came in to the connection. It's crazy. I see it all the time. If you have a man, you shouldn't be struggling with a man. You shouldn't. No. Not at all. You know how many times I see, like, have you ever scrolled on YouTube and see people getting evicted? And when you look, there's grown ass men in the house that's getting evicted with the woman and kids. Isn't that disgusting? Isn't that disgusting? Right? So what the fuck I need you for? If we both getting evicted, what the fuck I need you for? But grown ass people in the house not fucking working, not doing shit. It's shameful, Mrs. Bernard, right, Ashley? It's shameful. Okay? Hey, the cool guy. It's shameful. So that's what I'm saying. Now I'm gonna take it back. So when a man come into your life, right? A guy or whatever, right? Allow him to be a man. Because most men, they say, hey, the man's supposed to be the leader in the relationship. That's what they say, right? Men's supposed to lead, right? But if you're doing everything and you're not allowing him to grow or to be that man, then what you have is a fucking child. That's it. You have a child. Okay? Yes. That's on standby. And guess what? Because you do everything, that's what he expect. He expect you to cook, clean, while he sit there and do nothing and just chill. Like, oh, okay, where's the remote? Oh, okay, when dinner's gonna be ready? All right, no problem. He's not concerned about your bills. He's not concerned about anything. You know why? Because you came in as Superwoman like you had it all together. When, being in a relationship is, first of all, listen, if you're an independent woman and you can live on your own, great. But don't ever allow a man to because how can I say? Don't ever allow a man to know or just make him feel needed. That's the thing. You got to make a man feel needed here. If he feel like you don't need him and you got it all, then go ahead. Take care of it. You don't need me. Okay? Go ahead. No, I need you. That's why I'm in this relationship. We need each other. You got what I'm saying? So don't ever let a man feel like you don't need him. You need him. He's your, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, like it goes like that. You know? Yo, babe, can you fix that TV? That's what men are for, right? When you get TVs and shit, or need him to fix something, babe, can you put that shit up for me? Or can you fix this thing? Or can you, that's what they there for. You know what I'm saying? Nobody wants to do it on their own. So it's not a need thing, but yeah, but don't ever make him feel like you don't need him, because that's exactly what he's gonna come in like. Okay, well, she don't need me. She got it all figured out. So hey, let her do it. It's true. It's true. Men could cook too. Men could cook too. Okay. Yes. So getting back to that T app, it's really sad to see um, a lot of young females taking care of men in jail. Um, older women, um, you know, talking about fucking. Oh yeah, I was just fucking him last night. Who else is fucking him on here? We talking about older women that's talking like this, and it's sad. It goes to show that this world is shot. You understand what I'm saying? Like, nobody has self-respect anymore. The garbage that they putting up on there is like, how could you even sleep with that person? Young people having HIV, 25 years old with HIV. Yo, DL man. Oh yeah, he my homeboy was sucking his dick and shit. It's like crazy shit. It's crazy shit that you hearing here. Sad and desperate. Yeah. Hey, Stella. Hey, Yolanda. It's very sad. So you know something, I came to terms with, like, I'm gonna be single. I'm going to be single. I'm going to be single. I don't have the desire to get into a relationship. And worse, I'm glad that like I went on that app and I saw what I saw, because that just put the nail in the coffin. Like, it's over for me. I'm up in age anyway. I had my fun when I was young. I'm not gonna meet anybody. I don't want to meet anybody. I'm good. So that just put the nail in the coffin for me. Like, it's garbage out here in these streets, and this world is shitty, man. It's trash. So and you gotta be careful out here. And yeah. So I just was like, wow, that's crazy. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy, man. Dinner date when you get back to New York. What the fuck is going on, Stella? I thought you was back here. You agree with me? Yes, thank you. As an Aquarius, we are the most happily single with our peace intact. That's right. Hey, Saki Mari. You said, and that's when you find someone when you're chilling. Yeah, I'm just chilling right now. I'm not looking, babes. Yeah. And I'm fine with being single. I'm fine with being single because these people are trash. When I tell you they're trash, babe. They're trash. My hair is like kind of fucked up, but I don't care. Single and free, no STDs. Here, me too. Me too, babe. No STDs here. And I don't trust anybody with my body. Like, meaning, like, even if we go to get, like, because I feel like now these days you gotta make an appointment straight to urgent care, straight to the doctor. Straight to the doctor. You gotta make it. You gotta make it straight there. Like, or now in these days you gotta walk around with your fucking medical record. Like, your paperwork and shit. Like, yo, I ain't got that shit, okay? Like, yeah, or, go together to get it done, but garbage, man. Yeah. You go together. Yeah, you go together and get tested. Go together and get tested, but there's a guy, that's just funny. Okay, so I needed an upgrade on my Wi-Fi, right? So I had called my cable company. They told me that I have to take my old box and go to the store. They could either deliver it to me, but it would be quicker if I just take the box and go to the store, to the and get the box, right? Hey, how you doing? And so I said, okay, I'm gonna do that. So when I got there, a guy serviced me and shit. He was cool, and he's from LA. So he said, he's been in New York not even a year, and he moved from LA to New York. I said, wow, why the transition? So he was like, no, better opportunities out here, whatever. He moved here with a homeboy and shit like that. So I was like, oh, that's cool. And he was like, oh, I'm a content creator, this and that. I was like, that's cool. Anyway, make a long story short, we exchanged numbers, but with my old phone number, right? And so he's like, like, I said, any spots that you want to know about in New York, just text me and I'll tell you how to navigate and shit. So he was like, thanks, good looking. That was that. Okay, so I had bumped into homeboy, and basically, he wanted to hug and shit like that. I don't really like hugging people and stuff. But he was like, oh yeah, what's up? Like, yo, I haven't heard from you. I text you and stuff, and you didn't respond to me. But at no time did I tell him I changed my number because I didn't want to give him my new number. You got what I'm saying? So I was like, oh, word? I was like, yeah, I've been busy, man. So he was like, yeah, well, nah, I was just texting you because I was bored. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, oh, okay. Like, okay. Okay, like, okay, So then he gonna ask me, why did I never reach out to him? But that wasn't the thing. Like, that wasn't why we exchanged numbers, for me to reach out to you. You know what I'm saying? So, but I feel like he was just trying to, like, so he reiterated the fact that he reiterated the fact that he reached out to me because he was bored. So, I don't know. He was trying to backslap me and shit, but I just took it like, a grain of salt, like, whatever, like, okay. So I told him, listen, I'm in a rush, I gotta go. So he was like, oh, okay, yeah. So that was that. Hey, Lucas, hold on, guys. Yeah, sorry about that. But yeah, I just feel like, like we not, I'm not cool. You cool, but we not friends, man. Like, I told you that I would look out for you, like, if you want to go somewhere with your homeboy or whatever. But this is not, you know what I'm saying? And you were bored, cool. Like, I'll take that. I don't even really give a fuck about insults. Have you ever? Are you at that point where you don't really give a fuck if they insult you or not? You just be like, okay, bye, and you know what I'm saying? Like, bye. Like, what you saying? Like, it means nothing. It means nothing. It means nothing. It's just, it's just like, okay, whatever. All right, go about your business, man. I'm busy. That's how I feel. I'm not even sweating. I'm not sweating shit. I'm not sweating shit. You diss me? Okay, cool. I mean, I don't give a fuck. It's like you're not even hurting my feelings. Like, like, I don't care. Solo. I was born solo and free. Yeah, man. Hey, Miss Phyllis. Hey, Hidelki. I don't even care anymore. Like, it's like to the point where like I'm getting older. I have my fun. It's like, what did I miss out on? I ain't miss out on shit. And when I went on that T app, I'm not missing out on shit. I'm like, yo, these motherfuckers out here. And and it be old men. There were old men on there, guys. There were pastors. There are people in their 60s on there, 50s on there, 40s on there, still with the same bullshit, guys. Still with the same bullshit. I'm telling you, some men just don't fucking grow up. Some people, cause women too, they on there fighting over these dusty ass motherfuckers. Are you kidding me? Get out of here. Yo, it's disgusting. Like, how could you even lay down with a motherfucker like that? Am I seeing what you seeing, motherfucker? Cause this motherfucker look dusty, dirty, bum, broke. And then it's like, it's crazy. It's crazy. One of them is 59 years old, 59, and the girl said he still be up in the clubs tricking. Yo, yeah, 59, and he still be up in the clubs tricking. Okay? Yeah. Hold on. Yeah. Yeah, these motherfuckers are stupid. Yeah. These motherfuckers are stupid. They still try to play around, Yolanda. They love options. Magic Mike in his retirement, right? It's like, what are you doing? Right? So it's crazy, man. It's crazy. And it's just sad. It's crazy. It's sad. It's deranged. It's disgusting. And, you know, these motherfuckers looking like, yo, they looking crazy, man. They looking crazy. And these women are sleeping with them. And it's like desperate. It's screaming desperate. And a bitch like me never been that desperate for some fucking dick or to sleep, because I look at some of the guys that I slept with in my life, and I'm like, yo, Tosh, what were you thinking to sleep with that person? But then when I went on the T app and I saw the guys that they were sleeping with, I was like, oh, nah. They not that bad compared to this. They not that bad compared to this motherfucker. Yeah. Cause this is insane. This is bottom of the barrel. Bottom of the barrel. Like, how low can you go, man? Motherfuckers is crazy looking. Crazy looking. I would say out of all the men that I saw on there, I could pick on a hand and a half how many good looking men there were. And I would say that because most of them were DL or gay. Oh shit. I'm telling you, it's crazy on that app. It's crazy that the bitches be cursing each other out. If they know the same man and they sleeping with the same man, they be cursing each other out. It's tacky. Instead of you saying to the girl, thank you for the info, because that's what you on there for anyway, to find out if the nigga is fucking around with other people. Instead of them saying thank you, they cursing each other the fuck out, going toe to toe with a fucking bum. For a fucking bum. I was like, yo, it's crazy. This is crazy. It's crazy. Yeah, team up, not against, right? They be looking dust. That thank you. This is what I'm saying. Bum class, bum, trash, garbage, basura. It's like, yo, what the fuck you doing here? You guys are making yourself look like shit. And I feel like this is why, because that's why I was saying the Superwoman syndrome. Because every man, every real man wants to be a hero to his woman. But these garbage ass men, these women are making us women with class look bad. Now, don't get me wrong. I have my ghetto shit with me now. Don't get it fucked up. I got my ghetto shit. But hey, one thing is for sure. I got my shit together. You know, I I got my shit together. You got what I'm saying? Like, it's a time and place for everything. You know, you gotta be versatile and shit, but you know, you got us looking fucking bad out here. Some females, they got us looking bad out here. Like, yo, you know, and then, you know, you gassing these niggas head up like they some fucking God gifts to these earth. And, you know, a real woman that got their shit together, go look at these bums like, what? You know, like, are you serious? Like, take this motherfucker down. Ain't nobody got no tea on this motherfucker because this motherfucker dusty. Like, he's a bum. What are you doing? You know? And I was just like, we gotta do better here. We gotta do better here. Like, this is not what it's about here. So one girl, she tried to get smart with me. One girl, she tried to get smart. All I said, because the guy, you could tell that that is a jail photo. He's in jail, right? So I said, is this a jail pic? She was like, yeah, this is a jail pic, and I love my jail man. I love my man, whether he's in jail. She was getting smart with me, right? So I was like, oh, this is a little girl. So let me teach her something about jail, right? Because a lot of people don't know this. Motherfuckers in jail could send you a check. They can send you a check. Yes, they can send you a check through the mail. They could send you $75, $50. They could send you money. A lot of females don't know that shit, right? So in other words, you taking care of this fucking motherfucker in jail, but he not even telling you that he could send you money on the outside to put on his phone and to buy his little shit that he needs inside. You see what I'm saying? So therefore, you sure can, right, Brooklyn Miss? You sure can. So therefore, you over here taking care of this motherfucker, right? Sending him all your fucking money. He's stacking it, talking to other bitches in jail because all they have is time in jail to sweet talk your fucking ass and pump your fucking head up. But all that time you didn't know that the motherfucker could send you money. Why? How do I know this? Why? Because my shorty, if a lot of people you guys don't know, when I started that Taurus Man series, I was seeing a May 6th. May 6th was locked up at that time. Yes, he was. He's out now. But May 6th was locked up and he was sending me money from jail. Yes, the fuck he was. Sending me checks from jail. Boom. That's how I know that shit. So they could send you money. So I said, well, I'm glad that you're happy with your man in jail, but just get those checks, girl, because he could send you money from jail. Okay? And if he said that he can't send you money from jail, then he's a fucking liar, and that's how you're going to test his loyalty and his love to you. Boom. Because she's talking about getting married to this motherfucker. Can you believe this? How stupid can you be? You're going to get married to this motherfucker? You're dumb. Okay, if you're going to get married to him, make sure you get those checks. Because he could send you money. Because what the fuck you... Yeah, make sure you get those checks, boo. Because they could send you those checks, boo. Yes, they can. Yeah. A lot of females don't know that, though. A lot of females don't know that they could send money from jail. They think that they locked up because so they ain't got shit. They can't send nothing out. No, they could send that money, babe. They can send that money. Yes, they can send that money. Okay? That Taurus was sure sending me my money from jail because I told that motherfucker, listen, you fail to realize that I have to pay rent, I got a kid to take care of. I have to pay this phone. I have to do this. And that motherfucker got on track. Like, okay, I'm going to send you something. You see? That motherfucker got on track. Yes. So he was trying to show me that he's locked up, but he still is a provider. He ain't got much, but he gonna send me the money that he got from inside. You got what I'm saying? So yeah, they'll do it to you. They'll do it for you. If they feel you, they're gonna do it for you, man. They're gonna do it for you. Yeah. So I'm not saying to date a guy in jail. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is, if you're gonna date a guy in jail, don't ever let him beat you in the head and act like he can't do nothing for you or he can't send nothing. Yes, he fucking can. Yes, he can. Sound like a Taurus. Yo, that nigga got on his game. That nigga got on his game. As soon as I told him about his ass, like, yo, I got bills to pay, I got this. He was like, all right, I'm going to send you something. And he damn sure did send me that fucking check. He said he was sending me checks. And that wasn't the first check. He was sending me checks. Okay? Yes. This is for the phone, for you to keep the phone connected so we could talk. This is like little, hair. That's just cause. Yeah. So they can send the fucking money, babe. Yes, they can. So, but these are these little ass girls. These are these little ass girls on this fucking app thinking that they know how to play the game and thinking that they got the game down packed. Bitch, I bet you didn't know that shit. So love your man in jail. Let's see how much he loves you. Okay? How serious he is about you. All right, being as though you have it all figured out and you want to fucking marry a guy in jail and shit, that somebody that pretends that they can't do something for you. Yeah, even though he ain't got shit, he could. Yeah, he got something here. Okay. I don't fuck around with my money. I don't. I'm sorry. And this is what I was trying to tell you. Like, I had that syndrome, that Superwoman syndrome, right? So the last serious relationship that I dealt with was Khalil's dad. That was the last serious relationship that I dealt with, right? And I came in with the Superwoman syndrome and I was doing everything, and he taught me a valuable lesson. And I was like, you know what? Okay. Because you see here, he got lazy. I trained him that way. No, don't do anything. I got it all figured out. You see, that's where I fucked up. I took accountability for my actions, right? But here's the thing: the only person that I had to be mad at was myself. And then I learned it, right? And I said, you know what? I'm never going to do this shit again. But then, you know how you're just such a big-hearted person that you don't want to see anybody fail? So you still do it? But it took me like, okay, well, I'm done. And I'm done. I'm truly done. I have no money. I have no money for anybody. So when May 6th entered my life, I was done at that point. I was done. Like when he started asking for shit, I was like, I'm not getting that. I have bills to pay, and if you want this phone to stay, I'm sorry, I can't keep up with this phone because I have a child to take care of. I have this and that, that mother. And then when that motherfucker said, okay, well, I'm going to send you something. I'm like, you're going to send me something? I never knew that they could send things from jail. He taught me that shit. That Taurus. That Taurus taught me something. I was like, oh, you're going to send me something? He was like, yeah, I'm going to send you a check in the mail. See? So, yeah. So I learned something new. I was like, oh, you can send money from jail, you motherfucker. And he sure did. Okay? Yep. Hold on, cause you got a lot of we got a lot of trolls tonight. Yeah. So yeah, he was seeing what I was. Yeah, he was seeing what I could do. No, 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 no. And you know what's crazy? Me and him, we, and that person, May 6th, he's always gonna hold a special place in my heart because he was a different type of Taurus. And when I'm gonna tell you a different type of Taurus, like, and I guess it has everything to do with the birth chart. He never, well, I guess he never held a grudge against me because he had feelings for me, and but he never held a grudge against me. He always looked for me, and we was fucking around when back in the days, like in our 20s and shit, and he still circled back around and looked for me, right? I know his whole family and shit, but he was a different, to me, he was like, I don't know, he was just a different type of Taurus. Like, he tried to play that shit with me, like, for me to buy him shit, and I was like, oh, hey, like, and he was like, oh, this is okay, all right, Tosh, I ain't even gonna fuck with you, I ain't even gonna play that with you, no, you can't. So, yeah, but if a man truly cares for you, and they love you, no matter what circumstances that they're in, they're going to always try to look out for you. That's what I'm saying. He was on the inside. He wasn't on the outside, and he was still looking out for me on the outside. That's what I'm saying. Okay? Yes. So, I can't trash May 6th because May 6th did look out for me. Like, yeah, he was solid. He was just a solid dude. And, yeah. But in terms of other aspects, like, it just wasn't going to work between us. Like I said, like, I have love for him. He have like a special place in my heart. Like, I have no animosity against him because, like, we've been through a lot. Me and May 6. We we've been through a lot. But I just felt like we were just on two different pages at this point in our life, and he's older than me, and I felt like, like, what am I gonna do with you? You understand what I'm saying? Like, I can't really do anything with you. Have you ever had somebody tell you that they didn't want to mess with you because you were too spiritual? Yes. Yes, Ashley. Yes. And I'm going to bring it back to him. So, he's Muslim. Okay? He was studying the Quran and all that shit in jail or whatever. And our spirituality didn't match. Okay, I understand that you don't eat pork. I don't eat pork either. Okay, it doesn't have anything to do with, yes, it's a religion, but it has everything to do with preference. Because I wasn't raised Muslim. I was raised on pork. You got what I'm saying? If I want to eat pork now, I will. If I feel the need to eat pork, I will do it. If I have a craving, fuck it. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. It's my fucking body, right? But I cut down. I don't eat pork. But like I said, if I have a taste for it, I will eat it. So I still eat it every now and then if I have a taste for it. He didn't eat it at all. So he was like, oh, so basically he was trying to change. He was trying to get me to be Muslim. And I'm telling him I'm spiritual. I don't believe in Muslim culture. So he was like, oh yeah, they don't eat this, they don't eat beef, they don't eat they don't eat beef, they don't eat pork, and stuff like that. Yeah, and they don't drink. That's what I told him, and that was his problem. He is a drinker. He likes to drink. He likes to smoke. I don't have a problem with that. I don't have a problem with your lifestyle. But I have a problem at the same time when you can't control it. Because it's a habit. If you gotta have a drink every fucking day, then you have a problem. So in jail, he was telling me all this bullshit, right? Oh yeah, when I come home, I'm not gonna drink anymore, and I'm not gonna do this, and all I want to do is relax, and this and that, and I'm listening to the bullshit, right? So guess what, guys? I end up dumping him before he got home. I end up dumping him. That's a long story, but guess what? When he came home, guess what the first thing he did? Went out with his homeboys and got drunk. And then every time he took a picture, he got a bottle. Every fucking time he took a picture, he got a bottle, he's smoking. You see what I'm saying? So everything that he said he wasn't going to do in jail, he came out and he was doing. So you see what I'm saying? But he tried to change me. He tried to change me. I'm trying to tell him what I believe in, right? But he's trying to change what I believe in into what he believes in. So it's like a power struggle. So yes. So when you're spiritual, you're gonna have a hard time, especially when somebody already have a different belief than you. If somebody has a different belief than you, it ain't gonna work. It's not gonna work. Unless you respect each other's differences, but it's still not gonna work. It's still not gonna work. Because they're gonna try to convince you that what they believe in is better than what you believe in, or that you shouldn't believe in what you believe in, or you're into some dark shit. They think of it as dark shit. You're into some dark shit. You're not a Christian. You're not religious. Or it has nothing to do with religion. They don't understand this. So yeah. Worse, because I do tarot. Worse. So if you do tarot, it's hard to date. It's very hard, because the guy look at you like, the fuck you doing? You reading me? What are you doing over there? Like, are you they feel like you some fucking witch and shit. Like you're doing some fucking shit on them. Well, that's what I'm saying. To each their own, pursue life things. To each their own. If you're an atheist, because my dad was an atheist and my mom was a Christian. But it just didn't fucking work for them. It didn't work for them. Okay? It didn't. So, to each their own. They don't, you can see through them. I'm divorced. My ex-husband was a hypocrite and called me a witch for doing tarot, and I'm going to burn to hell. Yeah, well, guess what? What a lot of people don't know, that we are in hell. Earth is hell. What the fuck you think what the fuck you think we at right now? You think this is heaven? You think that where we live is heaven? No. This is hell right now. This is hell. That's what a lot of people fail to realize. The earth is hell. We here to redeem ourselves. Why you think we have all this shit going on in the world? This is hell. People stupid, man. Yeah, they stupid. No. Earth is hell. Don't tell me what this is. This is hell. We here to redeem ourselves. Okay, so tell me something good about Earth. If Earth is so beautiful, tell me something good about Earth. I'm waiting. I want everybody to tell me something good about Earth. That where you feel like this is a place heavenly. Tell me something good about Earth. I'm waiting. Food is costly. How much does food cost? How much does food cost? If you don't have money to buy food, or if you're not growing your own crops, but you got to buy the seed to grow your own crops. You have to have land. You have to have soil. You have to have, fertilizer. You have to, all that shit is costly. The nice people who exist, Earth is hell. Thank you. The nice people who exist, you mean how many nice people that you come across? How many nice people? You mean the backstabbers, the cheaters, the liars? Look at the outbreak that's going on. The STDs, I could go on and on about where we live. The rent, the people getting evicted, the homeless rates. Let's go. Let's go. You can't even swim in the water without fucking drowning, or the sharks and the squids, and let's get it. This is hell. You gotta step outside the box. If you feel like this is heaven on earth, then you got the fucking wrong mentality, man. This is fucking hell. This is fucking hell. This is fucking hell. This is. We're here to do the right thing. We're here to do the right thing. Okay? Let me get this motherfucker off of here. So, if you believe that Earth is beautiful, and this is like, then you fucking stupid. You're not fucking looking at reality, and you're not stepping out the side the box and seeing what the fuck is going on here. Yeah, you're not seeing it. You're not seeing it. Hey, what's up? Look at this stupid motherfucker. The only person that's goofy is your fucking mother and father that fucking created you. You see? And this is what I'm saying. We curse each other out. This shit, you gotta look at this shit. This shit is insane, man. A perfect example. Yeah, man. Yo, it's crazy out here. It's crazy out here, man. It's crazy out here. So they say Earth is the survival of the fittest, right? That's exactly what the fuck it is. That's exactly what the fuck it is. We all here to redeem ourselves. Period. Period. So if you say like, oh, I'm going to hell, bitch, you're already here. We all in hell right now. This Earth is hell. I want to go home. I want to go home. Okay? I don't even know what the fuck I did in my past life. I did some fucking shit why I ended up here on Earth. I did something in my past why I'm here on Earth. Okay? Yeah. Yeah. I'm telling you. Only the stars. Yeah. Yeah. I'm telling you. We have serial killers. We have rapists. We have murderers. Not even serial, but murderers. We have drugs. We have child predators. We have the dark web selling organs. We have fucking shit in the sea. You can't even fucking swim. We have all type of shit here. So tell me, how is Earth a beautiful place to live? If you don't pay your taxes, if you don't pay your rent, if you're out on the street. Okay? Yes. We got diseases, man. We got diseases. Incurable diseases, man. Incurable diseases. Yo, how is this a beautiful place to live? Tell me. Answer that or shut the fuck up. Because you don't know what you're talking about. You don't know what you're talking about. Okay? Earth is way behind technology. Earth is way behind technology. Trust me and believe me when I tell you that. Okay? Yes. Uh-huh. So when it comes to love and all that shit, no, 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 no. That's not my life purpose. This is not what I'm here for. I know this, okay? What do I mean, Michael? Michael, do you dream? Are you a really spiritual person where you got into a zone and you start like praying and meditating and asking for answers in the universe to show you answers and what is my purpose in life and this and that? Have you ever got into that zone where you just start studying and learning and trying to learn the universe and what your life purpose is and why am I here? Why am I human? What is my what does have you ever asked those questions? That's what I'm asking, right? I had numerous dreams when I was going through my spiritual awakening, and one of them, I got off the train. I got off the train, and a bum had asked me for some money to get on the train, and I gave him the money, and I got off at King Street. Guess what? I was on another planet, and guess what I saw? I saw flying. I saw people. I don't even know how to say it. Like the Jetsons. Have you ever seen the Jetsons? That motherfucking cartoon. It looked like that. It was bright. It was golden buildings. It was fucking flying saucers. People. It wasn't cars. It was people flying in the air, going to work. It was crazy. It was crazy. You're laughing, but that's what I saw. I saw it. It was gold buildings. It was gorgeous. I have never seen that before in my life. It was beautiful. You understand what I'm saying? So if you haven't had dreams like that, you wouldn't understand what I'm saying. I had dreams of levitating. I had dreams of the universe speaking to me. I had dreams to jump. I had dreams of going through a tunnel. I had dreams of when I was a baby. Have you had those dreams? If you haven't had those dreams, then you don't. You wouldn't comprehend what the fuck I'm talking about right now. You got what I'm saying? Yes. So that's what I'm saying. So if you haven't had dreams like that or seeing shit like that that's out of this fucking world, then you wouldn't understand what the fuck I'm talking about. Okay? There are other planets out there, and I know I don't. This is all I'm trying to do is serve my purpose. We all have a purpose here. I'm gonna serve my purpose and help the people out there the best way I can, and that's the fuck that. Okay? Sex, I don't want it. Boyfriend, I don't want it. I don't want a husband. I don't want a boyfriend. I don't want sex. I don't want shit. Period. Period. I have a higher purpose, and I'm gonna stick with that. Okay? That's it. Those who don't like what the fuck I'm saying, I don't really give a fuck. You could kiss my ass. You could kiss my ass. Okay? Okay, on another note, everything that I posted, that I'm going to post on my Amazon, you need to check out my Amazon list, guys. It's so I took my time. Listen to me. I took my sweet fucking time today, and I picked out a lot of nice shit for you guys. I hope you like it, cause I'm older than some of you guys, but I still have style. You got what I'm saying? I'm still stylish. I like style, but I like the clean look. All right. Now I wanted to tell you guys, I didn't put perfume up there because I did put body sprays, but I didn't put perfumes. And I had just bought new perfume, so I'm gonna give you my reviews on certain perfumes. I usually buy my perfumes from fragrance.net. Fragrance.net. Okay, so this perfume here is by Giorgio Armani. Okay, can you see it? Okay, this perfume is delicious. So if you guys want to go to fragrance.net, this is a good, this is a new perfume. This is their latest perfume. It's great. I love it. It lasts long. I love it. Okay. Gucci has new perfumes that came out. They have four of them. The floral connection, the floral collection. Okay, out of the floral collection, I love these two. Okay, the yellow and the purple. So if you're gonna go for Gucci, the new collection, I suggest you get the yellow and the purple. These are the best ones out of the Gucci collection for perfumes. Okay, Valentino is always a hit. Of course, you already know Valentino is always a hit. Another thing, Narcisco Rodriguez perfumes are the bomb, and this is Marc Jacobs' new perfume. It's good. It lasts all day. At the beginning, you're gonna feel like I don't really like this perfume, but when it wears off, it smells good and it lasts. All these perfumes last. Okay. This is the latest perfume by Marc Jacobs. Um, ever ever so fresh, ever so fresh. Okay, so and I have other perfumes. Well, I bought a Coach perfume. It's called Colors. It's okay. I wouldn't recommend it. Um, yeah, but yeah. So those four is great. If you could get Armani Code, that's great. Chanel Chance, that's a great perfume. And they have another one, but that's a lot of fucking money, guys. It's like almost $500 for that perfume. But yo, that shit is the bomb. It's called Maison Mason Francis, and the last name is Kad. I don't know how to say the last name, but is Barat Rogue 540. That perfume is almost $500. I wouldn't suggest paying that much money, but what I would tell you, that perfume is the bomb. It's the fucking bomb. But there are other perfumes that are a reasonable price that you could buy. I'm just saying. Okay, so yeah. Of course, Versace has good perfume. Gucci, good perfume. A lot of people are not fucking with Balenciaga because they had like some type of racial shit going on. So I don't know what happened to Balenciaga, but he used to have they used to have some good perfume. Who else? Valentino, like I said, good perfume. Depends on which one you buy. And Chanel got some good perfume. Yeah. So yeah. So those are my reviews for these perfumes. Okay, because I didn't put any perfume. Yeah, really. So I didn't put any perfumes on Amazon because I buy my perfumes elsewhere. Okay. Yeah. Nothing compared to heaven. I don't know. I don't know that perfume. A lot of people like Caroline Herrera. Caroline Herrera. Um, yeah, Prada is good too. Prada. Blueberry. Burberry. Burberry is good too. Certain perfumes from Burberry, they're good too. Yeah. So yeah. So but these are the newest perfume. Prada. I had Prada. Which one did I have from Prada? Um, Paradox. Paradox. It looks like triangular with a black top. I had that. And I had Giorgio Armani My Way. That smelled good. Paradox. Paradox is strong, but as it eased down, it smells good and stuff. Yeah, Caroline Herrera. Hold on, guys. Okay, yeah. Sorry about that. Yeah, Paradox is nice. Yeah. I don't know about Angel. Who makes Angel? Roberto Cavalli is really slept. Okay, yeah, I heard of Roberto Cavalli, but I never tried him. But I'm gonna look him. I'm gonna check him out. Yeah. So Gucci Rush is awesome. Thank you. I'm gonna look into that Truth Seeker. I'll be back. I'm hungry. Okay, Miss Divine, go ahead. Yeah, Fallen Angel. That's the Fallen Angel technology. Bulgari. Yeah, I used to have Bulgari back in the days. I don't think they sell that fragrance anymore. The one that I used to buy, but it was amazing. Um, yeah, and I used to wear back in the days. I used to wear Bu- Burberry. The Beat. The Beat is good. Moschino. I used to wear Moschino too. Moschino was good too. Um, and shit like that. And Juicy Couture. Juicy Couture. Those were all my perfumes from back in the days. Yeah. But I like to try a lot of I like to try different scents because I get like magazines and they give you like the perfumes that are out and shit, and I'm like, you know what, I want to try something new. So I like to change up my perfumes. I like to constantly change up my perfumes. Yeah, Burberry Brit is nice. Yes, but yeah, it is. Ladybug Enterprise. Hey, Anne Marie Johnson. Wow. Yeah. So like I said, like I'm gonna update that list tonight. With all the shit that I want to put on the Amazon. The only thing that I didn't put was perfume because I buy my perfume elsewhere. But and shoes, like certain shoes that I wear is not, I buy them off the website. So like I said, oh, I like shoes. I love shoes. I feel like shoes make the attire. I like Converse. Like I said, I like Vans, I like Adidas, I like Pumas, I like Jordans, regular Nikes. They have something called Metacon or Metricon. I like those. Um, yeah, I don't know. I like different type of foot attire, but I just feel like shoes make the outfit. You know. What happened? Ladybug saying something? Hey, oh God, Peaches, that's you. You changed your name again? Do you remember Travel Fox? No, I don't. No, I do YouTube. Yeah, I don't like to smell like other people too, St. Marquis. I like to have my own smell. But not only do I use body spray, I use perfume also. So when I get out the shower, well, in the shower, I use like coconut oil, like for my skin. I feel like, when you put the coconut oil in the shower, it absorbs in the skin to make your skin soft. And then when I get out the shower, I use body spray. Body spray, there's the deodorant, you know, for the private, and yeah, and then I put the body spray, and then I get dressed, and then I put perfume like that. Yeah, yeah. I just feel like I just feel like, yeah, yeah, you too, right? Yeah, yeah. Nobody gonna say my ass stink. No way. Uh-uh. Private Show by Britney Spears is good. I never heard of it, but I'll check it out. Travel Fox was a sneaker back in the days. Okay. I just feel like I just to me, I feel like it's offensive. It's offensive to smell other people, but I don't judge other people because um the circumstances, their culture, so I don't judge other people because let me tell you something. Some people become accustomed to the way they smell, and they just don't know that they smell that way. And some cultures, they don't believe in deodorant. They don't believe in certain things. They don't believe in it like how we believe in it. So I respect, like I said, I respect other people's culture, but it is offensive to smell. It is okay, and I just feel like both man and woman should take care of themselves, and that's another thing. Just because a man take care of themselves, that doesn't make him gay or DL because he take care of himself. Because a lot of females, I noticed that a lot of people on certain men posts, like the man groom himself and stuff like that. They calling him down low and shit like that. Just because a man take care of himself, that doesn't mean that he's down low. Okay, you so accustomed to dealing with dusty ass motherfuckers that when a man take care of himself, he gotta be gay. That don't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense. Just because a man get a pedicure and manicure, that doesn't make him gay. That he's just taking care of himself. He knows better than to take care of himself. That's what he's doing. He's taking care of himself. That doesn't make him gay, you know. And then when the man don't get a pedicure and a manicure, you still, you know what, you know. I feel like women and men have to make up their fucking mind what the fuck they want. You right? If the man get pedicure and manicure, he's gay. If he don't get pedicure and manicure, his foot is rough, he don't take care of himself, his hand is rough, and this and that. What the fuck you really want? what do you really want? You understand what I'm saying? What do you want? So, these people, they get it fucked up, man. They fucked up. They fucked up all across the board. You know? Oh, this nigga feet was busted. This nigga fucking crusty ass this and that. Right? Yo, but then when he get a pedicure, he's fucking gay. When the nigga is just trying to take care of his shit because that's what he was told. Women, I could say that for myself too, because I'm tall And I always say, you know what? I don't like short men. I don't, and you know that's crazy because I guess that's like that's what I have. That's what I would prefer. But it's how the person thinks. Like how the personality. I would say it's not always about. But I'm guilty of it also. That's what I'm saying. I'm guilty of like saying things, but it's like if a person treat you right and they have a great personality, then what's the problem? It's bad enough. It's bad enough that you know people got insecurities. I mean, everybody. I don't give a fuck who you are out there and what you say to me right now. Everybody has insecurities about them that they still working through day by day, but it still fucks with them from time to time. But at the same time, they don't give a fuck. You don't give a fuck, but it still fuck with you, but you don't give a fuck at the same time. Does that make do I make sense? Yes. So everybody has some type of form of insecurity that they still dealing with, that they don't give a fuck about, but they give a fuck about, but they don't give a fuck at the same time. Basically that. So even if I meet a man and he's not like my dream man, which I'm not expecting to meet a man, but I'm just saying, for example, even if he's not my dream man, like, okay, well, he doesn't have the height or whatever, but if he has the personality or whatever the case may be, I would still go for him. That's what I'm saying. I would still go for him because our packages doesn't come perfect. That's what I was gonna say. That's the key here. Our packages doesn't come perfect, but that's the person for you. Basically, that is learning how to. If you guys could learn how to work with each other, deal with each other, you guys have the same fucking goals, and you guys, you're not gonna be the same, but you have you got what I'm saying. Like you just know it's just vibe. You just got this fucking vibe and shit. Why not? It's cool. It's cool. Yeah. So if I ever meet that person, because I'm not I'm just gonna go with the flow. If I ever meet that person, I'll go with the flow. Okay, but I'm sorry, but I just don't want somebody shorter than me. That's that's the bottom line. I don't want somebody shorter than me. I'm not looking, but I would prefer not to have somebody shorter than me. Yeah, a little bit, 2 inches. Okay, cool. I could deal with that. But anything below me, I can't deal with that. I'm 5'7". Hey, fire sign, 731. I'm 5'7". Hey, Indigo Goddess. Wow, Indigo Goddess. That's my Gemini. Where you been, gal? Yes, I'm 5'7". How about 4'11"? I can't do that, babes. I can't do that. Nah. I'm not doing it. It's not that I can't. I'm not doing it. Okay? I'm not doing it. No. I'm not doing it. I'm not. And that's and that's where and hey, listen. Everybody is vain. Everybody is vain, and everybody is shallow in a certain aspect of their life. And I admit that about myself. I'm vain and shallow in certain aspects of my life, and I'm very prideful. I could admit that. So yeah, my pride, my shallowness, and my vainness won't let me go there. It won't. It won't. I'm sorry. I know my sins. I know my sins as a human. It's not gonna let me go there. It's not. Okay. Stink breath. Not gonna let me go there. Stink body, hygiene, it's not gonna let me go there. It's not. I'm sorry. It's not. It's not. I'm sorry. I got nah. It ain't happening. Call me whatever you want to call me. I don't give a fuck because I know my sins. I know my sins. I love vanity. I love vanity. I love beauty. I love good looking people. I love them. I love to look in a good looking person's face. I love it. Especially ones that take care of themselves and they smell good. Love it. Love it. Nice teeth. Love it. Clean, clean, clean. Fingernails clean. Boom. Love it. I love a sex. Let me tell you something. I'm not gay. But I love a sexy female. I love a sexy female. I love females that dress up and take care of themselves. It goes to show something. It goes to show something about themselves. It goes to show that they love themselves. They they take care of themselves. It says a lot. I love a sexy man and female. I love a sexy male and female. I love them. I love them. Yes, I do. I'm like, wow, that's a sexy ass man. That's a sexy ass female because they care about themselves. They care about themselves. That's why I love them. I'm sorry. I do. I'll be like, yo, that's a sexy ass female. Go ahead, girl. Do your thing. Doesn't mean that I want to eat her pussy. I know that bitch take care of herself. A sexy ass man take care of himself. He not gay. He just take care of himself. He just sexy. The way they walk, the way, oh God, I love it. I love it. Yes, you too, right? I love it. Yeah, man, give me a sexy ass man. I love it. I love a sexy man. Love it. Confidence, because it speaks confidence. They're very confident. They're very confident. Yes, they're confident. They know who they are and they don't give a fuck. That's what I love about it. Sometimes when a guy is dirty, he could be a hard worker too. Nobody, no. Where did that come from? That, where did that come from? First of all, let me explain something. In order to get to that treasure, everybody has to get dirty. Everybody has to get dirty to get what they want. That's just a metaphor. That's just speaking all across the board. In order to get what you want, you gotta dig deep. you gotta get. I'm not afraid to get my hands dirty. I'm not. If I'm making money and I have to. Yo, I'm gonna do it. I don't give a fuck. Yes, I don't give a fuck about getting dirty. Nah. It's making me money. Fuck it. I don't give a fuck. You either, right? I don't give a fuck. Yeah. Just give me my money. What do I have to do? I have to go in that mud and dig. Yo, give me the shit. I'll do it. I've been a hard worker all my life. At 14 years old, I was selling watermelons. At 14 years old, on the highway, I was selling watermelons. I went to this woman. I wanted my own money to buy my own shit, and I went to her. She was on the highway, on the divider, in the highway, and I went to her and I asked her for a job. She gave me the job, and I sat out there and I was selling watermelons at 14 fucking years old. Yes, I always been ambitious, always since a young girl. I always been ambitious, but I didn't grow up with a silver spoon either. So we had no choice but to go out there and get ours at a young age. So when I see these young girls and shit like that, and they waiting for somebody to take care of them, it disgusts me because I've been working at a young age. I always been that type of person to have my own at a young age. Okay. Yeah. My parents wasn't having that shit. My parents wasn't having that shit. What are you sorry for me for? I'm not sorry. It made me the person that I am today. Believe it or not. It made me a person that I am today to appreciate what I have and to teach my children how to be independent and to get their own shit. Yes, I will buy you nice things. Yes, I will do that for you. But when you get a certain age, you got to buy your own shit. You got to get a job and you got to buy your own shit. You got to finish school. You got to do this. You got what I'm saying? That's what it's all about. It made you strong. It makes you stronger, right? You know, I had my kids as teenager. What happened? I grew up fast, but I wasn't stupid. I got my GED at 16. Yes, the fuck I did. I can't do this. I gotta go to another school. I'm pregnant. That other school was GED. Got my and back in the days when you took your GED, you didn't know whether you passed or not. You just go through a series of tests, math, science, this, that, blah, 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 and then months. It take months to find out whether you pass or not. And I passed at 16 years old. Yeah, because I needed a fucking job. I have a kid. I need a fucking job. You understand? So yeah. So I mean, if you put your mind to it, you could achieve anything. But motherfuckers are just lazy. They just thinking about dick and this and that, blah blah blah. Unfortunately, I wasn't taught dick. I had to learn dick on my own, and pregnancy and period, what that mean on my fucking own, and doctors and shit. So, but that doesn't mean that you give up. That means you strive harder, because now I'm having a kid. You know, I can't be a bum for this kid. I gotta teach this kid, like, yo, your mom, yeah, I had you young, but I still finished school. You know, it's not a high school diploma, but it is equivalent to that. You got what I'm saying? So you got you know, I don't know how to explain it, but yeah, it's just how you think. It's just how you think. Always a go-getter, right? Yeah, you gotta be a go-getter, man. It's how you program your mind to be. And say, you know what, fuck this. You know, I want my kids to be better than me, but I don't want them to look at me as a loser at the same time. Like, I had you young, but I don't want you to see me as a loser, because I'm not a fucking loser. And until this day, you know, my kids could get mad at me or whatever. That's how parenting goes. You know, especially when you have adult kids. You're not always gonna see eye to eye. But I'm a real parent at the end of the day, and they can't say that I'm a drug addict and I'm a this and I'm a that and I'm a bum and this and that, because I never showed them that. You know, I'm not the best parent. No, I'm not. Nobody's the best. But I try to give them my best. That's what I'm saying. You understand? Yeah. So, and I'm a real parent. I'm a real parent because I've been there, done that. And I don't hide anything from my kids, and I don't hide anything from the public, because I don't give a fuck what people think about me and what they say. Because they never lived my life, and they didn't walk in my shoes. This is why I don't judge people. So the only thing I could do is help people. You understand? I could help people, but I judge. Nah. I'm not here to judge you. You know? I'm here to help you, you know. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. So that's what it's about, guys. Yeah. So, you know, you want your kids to be better than you. You know, you want your kids to have more, you know. And none of my kids have children. Thank God. Thank God. You know. And and why I say that is because children are a huge responsibility, and if you're not prepared to have children, or financially stable at that point, at the point of your life, then you shouldn't have children. Just have fun. Just live your life. There's no reason to bring a child in this fucked up world to be a deadbeat dad and not take care of that child. You understand? Although I didn't raise them that way, but they're not prepared to have kids. And I thank God that they don't have kids. You know? I thank God. Because children, that's not, you know. Listen. It's bad. I don't even want to say it, but I wouldn't change my life. I would say that. I wouldn't change my life, right? And I remember I made a statement back in the days on Facebook, and the person had put up a statement like, if there was anything that you would change about your life, what would you change? I said I wouldn't have kids. I'll be honest. I said I wouldn't have kids, right? And a few people agree with me, believe it or not. Well, mostly the men. Mostly the men agree with me. Right? But that's how I felt. Like I wouldn't have had kids. And the only reason I made that statement is because I felt like I wasn't prepared to have kids. You understand? I was still young and I wasn't prepared, but I wasn't taught sex. And I wasn't prepared to be a mom. Like, but then I thought about it after I made the statement. I didn't retract what I said. I meant what I said. But then when I sat back and thought about my life, right, I wouldn't have had it any other way, because it's what made me the woman I am today. You know what I'm saying? Like learning and because I say to myself, what if I didn't have kids? My mom didn't teach me anything. My dad wasn't teaching me anything about me being a woman and taking care of myself, right? Would I have known to go to the GYN if I didn't have kids, or was pregnant? Would I have known? You understand? Would I have known certain things? So that's what I'm saying. So I feel like my children were a blessing, because that's how I started to learn really how to take care of myself. Okay? Yes. Yes, our kids teach us so much, right? You heard bad things about the T-app? Oh God, girl, that shit is straight fucking trash. Okay? Trash, 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 baby. Trash, trash, trash. Even the older women are trash. Yeah, but so yeah, although like sometimes, well, I made that statement. I said, well, I wouldn't have it any other way. I have my kids. They're adults. And I wouldn't have it any other way. Yeah. Someone was killed on the T app. I don't know. But they be getting live over there. They get crazy over there. Hey, what's up, bad gal? What do you think about the alien invasion? I don't know, but they need to come and take over this motherfucker. Yeah. Hey, Siobhan. I wish I never let my family talk me into getting abortions. Yeah, well, viewer discretion is advised when watching this. Yeah, I think it's a woman's choice. My dad tried to get me to get an abortion when I had my first pregnancy with my child, with Eric, my first son. And I don't know, I just felt some kind of way about that, And I felt like it was partly my dad's and my mom's fault, because if they would have taught me about, if they both would have sat and talked to me real talk about sex, but in our culture that's forbidden. Oh, you shouldn't talk about sex. You should, I don't. How many of you guys are Caribbean out there? I'm Americanized, so don't get me. And I spelled patois. I think I spelled patois wrong on my grandmother's shit. It's Patois, and I think I spelled Patwah. But anyway, How many of you guys are, well, even if you're not Caribbean, because I'm Spanish too. So how many of you guys were raised strict? I would just say that. Strict. Like, you're not supposed to talk about sex, and we're not supposed to talk about this. Okay, so what the fuck are we supposed to talk about? This is the world. So you're going to send your child into the world blinded, not knowing anything, right? And so, yeah, so when the child goes out there and they start fucking and they start doing this, especially a female, right? Both genders. What the fuck do you expect if you don't teach them shit? What the fuck do you expect? It makes no sense. Okay? Hey, Casey. Yo, Casey, what's up? Right? They don't say a thing, right, Casey? Yes. It depends on the woman. It's not universal. It didn't miscarry. I was gonna have a... Oh, it is correct? Oh, I thought I spelled it wrong. Yeah. I want to say strict. I say contradictory. Right. Okay? Every fucking weekend, we had party. Gambling, the cards, the women cooking, the smoking. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, but, we saw it, but we're not supposed to speak about it, right? As kids. But nobody ever told us about what they say, the birds and the bees. They never told us, they never talked to us about that. So, therefore, when we run out and we got pregnant, whose fault is that? I remember when I got my period. Jesus. I feel like that was the most embarrassing time of my life, because my mom, she went and told my grandfather and my grandmother, which is none of their fucking business, but culture-wise, that's what they do. In our culture, they tell everybody, that Natasha has her period. I didn't feel like my grandfather had a right to know. And one day, he saw me and he was like, oh, so I heard that you're a grown woman now. And I was like, oh my God, like, what? I felt ashamed, I felt embarrassed. Like, I'm a grown woman now. What are you saying? Like, so he was like, yeah, your mom told us that you got your, and I'm like, is this how it works in our culture, that we tell our parents everything? Like, what the fuck is going on here? And so, but still, I didn't know what it meant. My mom never told me what it meant. She didn't even tell me how to take care of my period. That's how bad it was. She just gave me a pad, and she had an attitude of giving me the fucking pad. Like, oh yeah, here. You got your period now. Here, take this pad and put it on. Like, I just feel like Caribbean people, they be like, oh yes, our Caribbean people are so sweet, so nice sometimes. No, they're not. No, they're not. Some of them are not nice. Okay? Some of them are rough. They're rough. They're real rough around the edges and shit. Okay? Like, nah. No. No. It's like, like, what the fuck? So that's how I grew up. Like, she just gave me the pad. She didn't even tell me it was my period. She didn't tell me how to clean myself. She didn't tell me how to wash my, like how to take care of it. Nothing. She just gave me the pad, and that was that. It's true. It's true. Caribbean people could be rough sometimes. They talk to you like nasty. Even my grandfather, like, my uncles and stuff like that. You be like, yo, who you talking to? But I feel like it's the culture. They talk very, they come over as very nasty, like demanding and very, You'll be like, yo, what the fuck? Who the fuck you talking to? You know, because they very straight up, like, oh, you don't say that thing, blah, 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 blah. You be like, yo, yeah, they come off very nasty, you know? They're very nasty. But, yeah, so that's how I was taught. And like I said, not until I got pregnant, that's how I really learned how to take care of myself. From the doctor. That's how I learned how to take care of myself. Hispanics too. Hispanics is very nasty. I think every culture has shit, but with Caribbean people, for some reason, they get like this. Especially the man get like nasty. They talk down to you or some fucking shit. You'll be like, yo, you better control that. You know. It's like this fucking shit. Like, oh, you didn't know that we was leaving on this, that, blah, blah. They start talking nasty to you. You be like, yo, what the fuck are you? Who the fuck you talking to? You know. Believe me when I tell you, all my family, especially the males, they talk that way. They're very dominating. They're very dominating. Yes, it's like women are beneath them. I'm telling you the truth. I'm not lying. I'm telling you the truth. I'm telling you the truth. Okay? Hold on. Let me get rid of this person. Yeah. So it's like how that's how they are. They just talk they command things and they demand things, you know. You're like, who the fuck are you talking to? But that's how they were raised. And I'm sorry to say, but I don't know about you guys, but it was okay back in the days for the men to beat the women. It was okay. Yeah, that's how they made it. That the man supposed to control the house and they could hit the women. Yes, and they could have kids by different women and all that shit. I'm sorry, that's how my culture is. You could have kids. The man could go out and have kids by all these different type of women, and they could also beat their wife. And a lot of people, they find it to be a touchy subject, but it's the truth. It is the fucking truth. Yeah, it is. Yes, it is. Okay. I was only nervous because my mom didn't expect me to get it so early. I wasn't expecting it. I barely had boobs and hips. Got mine on Friday. Oh, Friday the 13th too. How old were you? Right, St. Marquis. Remember when I had my cousin? Remember when I had my cousin on the live? Right away, he jumped to the men's side. Right away. You know? Oh, yeah, but this and that. Because that's what the fuck they do in my culture. That's what the fuck they do. They defend each other. It's okay for them to have all these kids. It's okay to talk down to a woman. It's okay to beat a woman. If they have to beat the woman, it's okay for these shit. It's okay. You know? It's not okay. You hate that shit, right? I hate it too. It's not okay. It's not okay. You was 11? I was 11 too. I was 11 too when I got my period. Yeah, it's not okay. It's not okay. But that's how our culture thinks. Do you understand? Our culture thinks that this is okay. Okay, so how can I respect you as a man? You have all these kids, but you can't provide for one household. And then if I question you, you want to raise your hand to me and beat me. What the fuck is this? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. And I broke out of that shit. I broke out of that because, again, like I said, everybody, whether you're Spanish, Caribbean, American, Black, African, I don't give a fuck. That's how this is how we raise as a woman. that we have to cook, we have to clean, we have to cater to our man, we have to do all this fucking shit just to have a man? Nah. And then he could go out there and sleep around with other people and have kids? Fuck you. Okay? You too, Yolanda? Yeah. Have himself a good time and then come home and bring the kid to you. Because, you know, my grandfather, he went out, he had a kid, and then brought the kid home for my grandmother to raise. Yes. That's how bad. I'm sorry. I couldn't. Are you kidding me? I couldn't deal with that shit. But that's the culture. You're supposed to stand by your man. Stand by your man. Yeah. Through thick and thin. He go out there and have kids. Hey, you gotta be with him. You already got married. Okay. 11. Anyway, this is not moving, so I'm about to get off of this shit. Okay, I don't know, because this shit is just like stuck. Nobody's saying anything, nobody's moving, so I'm gonna get off of this. But yeah, guys, I just feel like, oh, check out the Amazon. Check out the Amazon. I'm going to be posting more stuff tonight. And, yeah, that's about it. It's, what time? 10 o'clock. Yeah, that's about it. And I think I'm going to go live tomorrow. Okay? So, I don't see you guys. I don't see anything moving. I don't see you guys saying hi. So, I'm going to get off of this. Excuse me, I think it's my time to go now. And yeah, I love you guys. That's it. So you say, yeah, you guys putting the thumbs up, but I can't see you. I can't see what you're saying. I can't see what you're saying. But all I'm gonna say is this. I want you guys to be independent. Everything that I put on there is for females. Yes, I am a female. I want you guys to be independent. Just know that I'm not insulting you guys with some of the things that I put up there, in terms of, tonsil stones, removal. I don't wear panty liners. I know that some female wears panty liners. I don't. I don't wear panty liners, but I did put that up there. I put everything. I put a little bit of everything. Because I just feel like, I just want you guys to know how to take care of yourself and to be independent. That's why I put cookware and all that shit too. So that way you guys learn how to cook, not for a man, but for yourself. You got what I'm saying? That's it. So it's not having anything to do with a man or a woman. It's everything having to do with yourself. I'm gonna put like sheets up there for your bed. I'm gonna put curtains for your bathroom. I have yet to go. I'm building the list, but I just want you guys to learn how to live independently, so that way you don't need anybody. But at the same time, if you guys want to be in a relationship and how can I say it? Don't come in with the Superwoman shit. Don't come in with the Superwoman syndrome. That's what I'm saying. Don't come in like you could save a motherfucker and he don't have to do shit. And no. Let that man be a man. And if he's not ready for you and he can't meet your standards, he has to go. Period. Don't ever stoop down to his level. Don't ever chase him. Don't ever show him that, well, you know what, you could, because pain is real, feelings are real. So if he hurt you or whatever, let that motherfucker know. Yeah, you're not a fucking robot. Everybody has feelings. Let that motherfucker know that you hurt me. You got what I'm saying? Always be expressive, because if you hold that inside, No good. That's repressed feelings. That's something that you couldn't let go and release. No, you want to release it. You want to release it on that motherfucker and let them know that you hurt me. Okay, now get out of here and don't come back. Okay, yeah, but let the man be the man, and let them know that you need them, and let him be your Superman to match your Superwoman. That's what I'm gonna say. Okay, so yeah, you can't do everything by yourself. You can do everything by yourself, but if you're in a partnership, then it takes two. That's what I'm gonna say. Let me correct that. Let me correct that. Okay? But let the man be useful in your life. Okay? As a woman, let the man be useful. All right? Yeah. Let the man be useful. But yeah, I hope you like my list that I put up for you guys. And yeah, I wish I could talk to you guys more because I can't see you guys anymore. So I'm basically talking to myself. But teach your children, if you guys are parents, teach your children how to be independent, and teach them at an early age how to cook, clean, sew at an early age. Not for a partner. If they get a partner, they'll be prepared, but for themselves. Okay? But that's all I have to say. I love you guys. I have to go now. I'm possible. You're possible. Your girl Tosh. I'm out.